I've been keeping an eye on this. I've also kept an eye on how the NBA is approaching sports gambling. Their commissioner, Adam Silver, says we welcome it. Open-minded to this. I think the NFL, once everybody figures out how they divvy it all up and they can make money off of it, then everybody is going to be fine with this. Supreme Court, heard, this case this week, yesterday and the day before, and it feels like we're inching closer to legalized sports gambling. Andrew Brandt was at the Supreme Court when this was taking place. He's with the mmqb.com, their columnist there. Andrew joins us now. How do you get into the Supreme Court, Andrew, first of all?
Well, the Sports Illustrated got me a press pass. So actually, as a lawyer and a native Washingtonian, it was my first time there. And it was really interesting to be in those hallowed halls, Dan. I was a few feet away from Governor Chris Christie, actually.
Wow. Nice. All right. So what's the case? Explain the case, what was argued, and what do you think the end result will be?
Well, the case is a little more legalese than what you were talking about with the sports league's mixed messages about gambling. But I'll get to that in a second. The case is about PASPA, Professional and Amateur Sports Protection Act, which basically allows Nevada to have sports betting, but no one else.
Yeah.
So New Jersey and the governor are fighting this, and they're saying we shouldn't be treated differently. And they have lost at every level throughout the courts and applied to the Supreme Court. And lo and behold, they take 1% of all cases. And they took this one. And for some reason, they want to do something about it. That's why reading the tea leaves, watching the arguments, watching the judges, I thought were empathetic with New Jersey's side. It's a states' rights issue. States should be able to do what they want. The feds shouldn't boss them around. That was the argument. And I thought reading the tea leaves, Dan, that judges would rule for New Jersey. The question being, is this going to be a New Jersey-specific decision? Or is this going to open the floodgates for all states to jump in with some kind of sports gaming?
How soon can this happen?
Decision expected any time between February and June. But I think the key thing for our purposes, I think it'll be resolved before the 2018 NFL season. And I think if this goes New Jersey's way, we're certainly going to have a sports book in New Jersey and maybe many states beyond that.
Is this similar to the marijuana laws state by state?
In some ways it is. I think what's happened is the federalism argument that federal regulation is better than state regulation is something the NFL and all the sports leagues are advocating for. As you said, Commissioner Silver, Commissioner Manfred have been very pro-gambling.
Yeah.
And, of course, the other two leagues have franchises in Las Vegas. So this message really boils down to they want it federally. They want Congress to do this, and they want to opportunize monetizing it and to do that without state-by-state patchwork, which they say is no good for them.
Andrew, thanks for joining us. We appreciate the insights.
Always a pleasure, Dan.
That's Andrew Brandt, Monday Morning Quarterback Reporter.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune to Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV or download the Dan Patrick Show app.